Bike weight matters, and it's okay to think about the weight of your bike before you get one for yourself. But first, you need to ask yourself certain questions. What kind of rider do you believe you are? Beginner, intermediate, or are you a professional rider? And what are you riding the bike for? In recent times, most bikers, novice or experienced, are looking for a lightweight bike, even without realizing the actual result of light riding. It's overlooked that if the performance improvement is insignificant in contrast to the weight reduced from the bike, why would you spend hundreds of dollars on it? In some instances, the weight of the bike can be taken into account, but it's not the only factor that determines your speed. So, putting too much emphasis on the weight of your bike, thinking that a lighter bike would allow you to ride faster, is merely an obsession, and you're most likely barking up the wrong tree. So, does bike weight matter, or is it an obsession? In this video, we'll discuss it to get a clear idea. Weight is one of the primary focuses when someone discusses a bike. Most bikers are worried about the weight of their bikes, assuming that it will significantly affect their performance. But when you ride your bike up a hill, it's not just your bike weight that you're hauling. Your body weight makes up most of this load. It's often more than 80% of the total weight. And there are specific power-to-weight ratios and body fat ratios that are essential in the case of speed. Furthermore, you'll be pushing your body as well as any equipment and bags you may be carrying. So, it's the entire weight that has to be considered. Besides, if you're a beginner cyclist, weight is the last thing you should be concerned about, as it won't significantly alter your overall performance. The only way to feel the difference in weight when it's lowered by roughly 10% is to lift it, and you can usually only reduce the bike weight by 1%, and that does not seem that impressive now, does it? Now, what's the purpose of a bike speed calculator here? Well, a bike calculator can estimate and predict your cycling speed from various parameters like rider's weight, bike weight, tire, position, distance, elevation, etc. So you can create your riding profile and compare it to others to know the impact. Moreover, you can learn how much weight loss will impact your performance, and bikecalculator.com is a website where you can do it. Most of the time, the answer is a yes. Bike weight hardly matters if you're riding on a flat surface. However, if you intend to travel uphill or race with your bike, you might consider getting a lighter type. If you're just commuting or cycling on calm terrains, you don't necessarily need to worry too much about the weight of your bike. But if you consider yourself an advanced rider with performance goals, chopping 100 grams of your bike will take you a millisecond ahead of your competition. And in a race, every millisecond matters. Well, to determine whether you have an obsession with your bike weight, foremost, there are 5 situations you need to consider where weight matters. For instance, number 1, when you want to improve the handling of your bike and the feel of your riding. Number 2, if you're passionate about racing with your bike. Number 3, to use a bike that is not designed to carry heavy loads. Number 4, if you're a frequent flyer and want to make flying with your bike cheaper. And number 5, to make lifting your bike easier. If you think these are not the situations you're in, you might be obsessed with the weight of your bike, an obsession with no reason at all. And if that's the case, it's advised to be cautious about 2 more important things that might improve your riding geometry. They are, number 1, rolling resistance. Be careful about the wheel set. Number 2, aerodynamic resistance. Panniers, bike packing bags, luggage, posture, etc. Depending on how and where you want to ride, several pounds of extra weight is not as critical as you might think, but a kilogram of excess weight on a hilly ride might add 1 or 2 minutes on a 100-kilometer bike ride. And on a flat route, a kilogram is likely worth 10 or 20 seconds over 100 kilometers. Perhaps you can use this information to save your hard-earned money by choosing a steel bike rather than a titanium one. And this is worth thinking about if you find yourself obsessing over bike and gear weight. So that was a video on bike weight, or if it's just a mere obsession or not to acknowledge it all the time. Thanks for watching, like this video, smash the subscribe button and click the notification bell if you found this video helpful.